Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com, and this is a video about Polka. Polka is a backend framework in JavaScript that's basically built to pretty much be like Express but run faster. I've learned about Polka working with Svelte. Okay, if you use Svelte's server-side rendered framework, Sapper actually is built with Polka as its sort of internal web server. And the reason is because it's faster. Okay, and it doesn't necessarily need all the bells and whistles that Express has. Although, for my purposes, 90% of what I do with Express is built into Polka and has the same exact flow, which is nice. So I'm going to create a new project. So project 1. So you'll see that this can be built pretty much like you would build any project. Okay, so I'm going to open this folder in terminal and do a touch server.js. Well, I should have also just touched. No, I'm not gonna worry about the other stuff. Then do an npm project, npm init-y. There we go. Then I'm gonna install Polka. Let me just get this little thing out of the way. npm and I Polka. Okay, and pretty much everything here pretty much works the same. So in this case, I would just be like const Polka equals require Polka. And actually here, I don't think we have to do the extra step of creating that app object. But let's just give it a shot. Const app equals Polka. See if it follows the same pattern. Okay. Let's create one listener, app.get. Oh, there's my alarm. Stop that. Okay. Slash rec res. So if this looks very familiar to Express, this is because it's meant to. Console.log. Or not. Res.send. Hello. And then app.listen. Let's listen on port 3000. And then pass in a callback that says console.log listening. And let's just do the whole backtick thing. Listening on port 3000. Okay. And that's it. Just like Express. Server.js, so let's run the file. Node server.js, make sure it's working. Cannot access Polka before initialization. Oh. You can tell I just woke up. That should be a string. Polka. There we go. Node server.js. And there you go. Listening on port 3000. Let's try it out. So let's go over here. Listening. Oh no. Localhost 3000. Oh, I guess I did it wrong. Let's look at the docs. Okay, listen 3000. Yeah, it looks like right. Require Polka. And yeah, they're doing the same thing. Polka.use, Polka.listen. So let's see here. Rec res.send hello. Oh, I see. It did work. I just didn't. There's an error. Res.send is not a function. Yeah, because I think it's supposed to be res.end in Polka, because I don't think they have all these different functions. So let's try that again. There you go. Hello. Okay. And then, yeah, I think everything's just this res.end function. So even if I sent back an object, let's try sending back an object. Hello. Hello world. Let's see here. string buffer. Okay, yeah, so didn't like that type. Is there the res.json function? Let's try that out. That's how you discover things. Okay, so let's run that again. Nope. I'm assuming there's some sort of res function. API, here we go. Challenge.server. Yay. Looking for res.end, get all users. Let's see where the method for sending JSON data is. There should be one. And let's see here. Res.status, here we go. Res.status.json. So yeah, there's a res.json. So why isn't that working now right now? Res.json hello world. Res.json is not a function. Oh, I see it. The function is just called send here. Or here's like res.status 200. .json. Oh, that's I see. And Polka send. So what I want to do is send. And then what was the syntax for that? Res 200. So I'm sending back, passing in the response, and then a status code if I want. And there we go. So technically that's how you would do the JSON data, which is literally all I really use anything these things for. Okay. And then we hit refresh over here. Oh, still doesn't work. Take a look. Send not defined. Send not defined. Where did send come from? Oh. There is, I guess, another library we have to bring in. See if that comes already readily. We'll see. Okay, let's see if that comes out of the gate working. Or is that something I want to just do another install for? Yep. Okay, so npm I install at Polka /send type. So that gets installed. Now let's do node server.js. And are we good to go now? There we go. Okay, so that's, if you want to send JSON, you have to install this library here, add Polka send type, and then use that function. Okay, and then that would do the trick. And yeah, that's all the main stuff. I mean, middleware works the same as you would expect. So just to kind of create some custom middleware. So const custom middle. Okay. Just like you would expect, be rec res next. And I will just basically say console.log I am middleware. Next. And it just goes on to the next middleware. So then let's add that middleware to use. App.use custom middle. Okay, and let's save that. Restart the server. We hit refresh on this. Okay, that's gonna get us back, but we should see the console log here. I am middleware. So that tells me that probably most Express middleware is gonna work just fine right here. So let's try that out. Let's npm install Morgan and cores. And let's bring them in. Const Morgan equals require Morgan. Const cores equals require cores. App.use more again tiny app.use cores. Okay, and let's see if it works. Node. That worked fine. And I got a log. Good. Okay, so technically most Express middleware should work just fine. So I can use Polka, which again the idea is this is a slightly little bit more performant version of Express. And aside from sending JSON, and I think for templating, you could still again use existing templating. Let's try that out. So let's try Control-C. Let's npm install ejs. Let's see if I install just the normal ejs for it. Can I get templating running? ejs. Okay, and then okay, ejs.render, let template equal ejs.compile. String options, render. Let's see here. EAS require EJS, good. And just do the function. I'm just wondering one template. What if I want to register? And maybe I want Express EJS. Meh. Oh, what happened there? Okie dokie. Cache options, cache file name, the name of the file being rendered, not required if you're using RenderFile. Use cache options. Okay, there we go. And okay, cool. So let's bring in EJS. Const EJS equals require EJS, and again EJS is a templating library. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a quick EJS file, new file, index.ejs. Okay, index.ejs. And it's just going to say hello world. I'm not going to even worry about using the actual templating part of this. Cool. So that's fine. Okay, and then what I want to do is go edit this route. Okay, we'll say res.end. And I guess theoretically I could just do ejs.compile. Just think about where we put in the options again. I'll just use where past everything is a single object. In that case, we'll just end up with local variables. Got it. So I'm just going to do ejs. res.end ejs.render, and then we're just going to say file name / index.ejs. Okay, let's see if that works. Because basically the way I understand this is that when I run this function, it'll read this file, read it, EJS will render it, and return the HTML string, which would then go to res.end, which would then go to the browser. So let's see if that's how this works. So if I go to here, nope, didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. Let's see here. Template.replace is not a function. Let's go back and read the EJS documentation, because Express has this kind of out of the gate kind of functionality. So I'm just trying to see that render. Load. You can also, again, it's also possible where you pass everything in single logic, you end up with local variables passed. However, beware that your code would break if you had an option with the same name as your data object's properties. Therefore, we do not recommend using this shortcut. Even file being rendered, not required if you're using RenderFile, used by cache keywords to key caches. Root, cache. Okay, well, I'll keep it simple for now. I will just do this. ejs.compile h1 h1 hello world. Okay, and that's going to return a function. So I'll just invoke that function, and let's see if that does the trick. Okay, so that works. Got it. Okay, so basically, yeah, the easiest way to do it would just be to pass in the template string here, and then here you can pass any data you want to combine with the string. So for example, if I wanted to pass in data hello world, I would then be able to do this. At least as I remember. It's been a while since I've used DJS, but if I remember, that should work. Okay, so Control C, let's restart the server. Oh, nope, it doesn't like that. This.template text is not an option. Got it. I have to play a little bit more with just using the EJS library from scratch. But the basic idea is you could theoretically use templating. I probably wouldn't be using templating with Polka. I'd be just building an API with it. A simple server, nothing crazy. But the idea is that Polka is a thing. It exists. It works almost like Express. You can pretty much do all the same things. Have a great day. My name is Alex Merced from Alex Merced Coder. Have a great day and enjoy.